I don't know whether to call it a racial incident or a mishap, but to be fair, they did kind of chop up the police camera, so I don't know if.
What?
We'll explain everything.
Oh, y'all really fucking serious?
You got your idea on this?
Yeah. Alright, man, this is crazy, bro.
Kind of gone off the rails here. The 2A community, at least on Twitter and YouTube's, is up in arms about how they handled this.
Now, we are one of the few states whose suicide rates and our mental health challenges are going down. And we have the lowest drop in overdoses the last couple of years as well.
Where are you going?
I was thirsty.
You a thirsty bitch.
A thirsty bitch. Yeah, I was thirsty.
If I didn't take off my shirt, you'd be even more thirsty.
Huh?
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 What?
What?
Who?
Come?
Why?
Where?
When?
Now?
Go for it. How you doing, buddy?
Tired. Took some more of the testosterone. Hasn't kicked in yet, but
hasn't kicked in yet, dude. It should only take a week.
This whole editing thing, it has me staying up most of the night, and then it's like, see the type of work that we see the type of work that we put in for you guys. Because if
you want me to edit, I can try to edit. Like, I've gotten good at clip champ.
Well, there's a lot more to it, to where it's like a certain style and repeat going into it. So I watched a lot of Donut Operator and what advice that he gives, like the beginning, how we do the hook, like for a minute and 50, like a minute and 10 seconds that we do for the hook parts of the podcast. Yep. Put it right in the beginning. That's the hook. Then the intro. Then we go right into the actual intro song. It's fucking crazy.
Anyway, what else is crazy? Yeah. This intro.
That would suck. Hey guys, Matt here, telling y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell to get notified each time that we're on. Oh, I say I love y'all so much. Enjoy the show. Welcome to the Article 1776 podcast. I am Matt. This is
Scottsdale 87.
Fucking A, right. God, that was so low on energy. Anyways.
Fucking A, right.
Oh. So, okay, what we're going to first talk about
They're going to hear that.
Oh. What we're going to first talk about is this little... I don't know whether to call it a racial incident or a mishap or...
Okay, hang on. Now, given our current political climate, yes, the racist card is probably going to be very quick to be pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
The people involved are black and white, so, like, obviously, the first thing off the bat is going to be, oh, it was just racist. Well, I think it was just poor judgment.
Yeah.
I don't think it was necessarily rooted in racism. I think people are way too quick to jump to that conclusion nowadays. Mm-hmm. However, it shows poor handling on this company's part, or at least the players involved. Now, if you're familiar with the 2A community and you follow, gun tubers, you follow products, accessories, basically the entire 2A life, along with different military-owned, military veteran-owned companies, the name GBRS has probably come up several times. They make a fairly decent sling, from what I understand. They make the Hydra mount, which brings up your sights a little higher. If you have to be so far in, you can just pull up. Just pull up. Yeah. So they make a couple interesting products. But DJ Shipley and the boys over at GBRS have kind of gone off the rails here. The 2A community, at least on Twitter and YouTube's, is up in arms about how they handled this. Now, the gentleman that you see here, I do realize now is not DJ Shipley, as I originally had thought. I'm going to double check just to make sure, because I don't want to. I mean, he looks just like the guy. I'm not 100% sure who this person that they're talking to is. Honestly, the guy looks a lot like DJ Shipley. So I can't really say who this is, but I feel like it wasn't necessarily so much of an instance. I figure out the right word there.
Well, I thought about it. It's like some people have what they say is the parent owners, and then the people that actually see over the day-to-day operations.
Well, no. So I looked up the their stuff on Instagram and shit. So DJ Shipley is one of the co-owners. Not 100% sure who the other guy is, like I said. Yeah, but so here's the video real quick. We're gonna go through it. All right. Let me get the volume up just a little bit. Then we'll do this. I swear to God, we know what we're doing.
Yeah, this is episode 80.
Look, see, I got it, and it came up quick this time. Last time it didn't do that.
Much like my love life.
Well, no, that came and went quick.
All right, let's go ahead.
Came back without it. Right. I don't know if you just took it through the dumpster, maybe you shipped it somewhere else.
Went straight to the police. The cops just jump at the opportunity here because it appears there's a cozy relationship there, and they basically arrest James, and then.
So yeah, no idea where it is. Just left with it, came back without it. Right. I don't know if you just took it through the dumpster, maybe you shipped it somewhere else. We have no.
The item in question is a BCM lower.
Just a BCM lower. And what's his description? Hard black male. 6'2" black male, or 230 pounds. Okay.
We'll talk for a second, then we'll be in there.
So how the owners want
this
to
part right here is weird.
Is that is there anything we do to slow roll this, or?
Okay.
Now, these guys are supposedly like, special groups.
Yeah.
Obviously they should already know the due process of an investigation. These guys do their own investigations overseas when they're, in theater. So the funny part is that he asked the officer, hey, the owners want to deal with this first. is there any way we can slow roll this? Right away, that could be seen as obstruction.
Mm-hmm.
You're not letting the police officers handle it like they've been asked to do. They're the investigators on scene.
Mm-hmm.
Let them handle it, and then the owners can do what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we would do, so let me game plan with him, because I want to make sure he's online with everything. But just chill right here. We're gonna talk for a second. And then,
I don't want to put the owners in a pitfall, right?
Yeah. So just give us a second. What's your game plan, buddy?
So we took off with it and we returned without it.
Mm-hmm.
But the
They
owners
have
want to
video.
Okay, they have video of it. Okay.
They don't know if they want to press charges yet, but what kind of charge is this?
This would be a grand larceny.
Uh-huh.
So it's felony, so they want to press charges.
Also, it's a felony because it's a firearm?
Yeah, fine, correct.
So, yeah, I mean, if it was stolen, it is larceny of a firearm, which is a huge felony.
So,
I mean, if they want to confront him, like, obviously we'd probably be there for some for some concealed carry.
are DJ and Cole upstairs right now? Best case scenario, if someone made him do it.
Okay, so these two right here on the right, that's DJ.
Uh-huh.
DJ Shipley. This is Cole. Don't know who this guy is.
Scenario, he's involved in some trafficking. So,
So the theme of this video is not going to be.
Now, like I said, obviously, these guys are accusing one of their employees who's black of theft. Now, the biggest problem I think that people are having is the fact that it's theft and the guy's black. I think that's not... I don't want to say that's necessarily the case because not everybody's just racist, but however, things happen. Good. My dog was down here for a second. Let's move through it.
there you go. All right.
Where do you interview him at?
We can hear from here. If you want to go use the beer, we can.
Yeah.
So this guy right here and one of these guys are like good friends.
Especially if he's...
And that's a second point of interest. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. But that also was a second point of interest. That the Virginia police were quick to jump on the bandwagon of arresting this guy because there is a friendship relation somewhere between this guy and one of these guys. So a lot of people are pretty pissed off, understandably, at the Virginia police. It's again seen as racial profiling.
Yeah.
Just in the beer, we're going to go to
No,
the
I meant, put him in the room. I mean,
Yeah,
especially if it turned out he is someone made him do it.
That's loud. The audio on body cam.
Put him in a different mindset. Yeah. It'll probably be like...
No, apparently they sell all kinds of shit.
Down the hallway.
Yes. Reyes.
Didn't even say anything to him. Doesn't say anything. Innocently goes for
We'll explain
detention.
everything.
Oh, y'all really fucking serious?
You got your idea on
Yeah. Larceny, this is crazy, bro. I feel like I'm fucking great. Yeah, I think I said that shit. That's the only thing that makes sense.
You haven't said anything about anything, dude.
So I'm getting new sense, brother.
Let's go.
I got PTO.
Huh?
I got PTO.
Where's your car, bud?
It's all the way in the back.
Get to the car. You carrying your dog now?
Move forward a little bit.
No.
All right, you know, standard procedure. Asking questions, checking him, just make sure he ain't got nothing on him. He's got a pocket knife, he said.
The interview, you just keep cuffed in the mic the whole time? Can we use the interview?
No. Ask him if he wants some water. Alright? Ask him if he wants some chips.
You come to the front or you just like...
No, so
Understand what all that's about.
the detectives will guide you through it.
Okay.
Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to take off his coat.
And there we have it. Clearly, the police officer who is making the decisions here needed to go back inside this business and talk to his boy. Is that the owner or one of the owners, the guy that we see on the video? I don't know. Perhaps there's more body cam video that answers those questions. Basically, what this looks like to me is he's doing a favor for his boy here.
Now, I don't understand where this part is.
It looks like at the station.
I gave it to you.
Or it could be at the opposite.
I'm thinking so.
Have that foot completely
Then they drove him back.
apologetic.
Which, I mean, is pretty
Saved
nice.
by the
They didn't
freaking
have anything. They called him
Hell
like 10
yeah.
minutes later
Appreciate
and
you,
said they
sir.
found it.
Thank you for being cool with me and cooperative with me.
Because like my man, I knew like ain't
Yeah.
this shit like
And
it has
that's-
to get worked out.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
And like I said, if that happened and you were already in custody, then like you would have just been unarrested back out here. So
Wait a minute. Officer Reyes is seriously trying to say that James had not been arrested, that he was not in custody. I mean, he literally had not only handcuffs on, but leg restraints on. And he was transported.
They talked to the police officers. Apparently, 10 minutes after they left, the mailman showed back up with the package in question, which is the BCM lower.
we got the box. Where's it at?
Taylor, can you give us a break? I'm sorry? Can you punch out here for a second? Yeah. Just shut the door. Yeah. So 10 minutes after you guys left, this showed up.
Can we open it and confirm it's in there? I know, but like.
Nope. As soon as Paul brought it in, he opened it.
Oh, you did?
He did. It's in there.
I'm really happy that this happened.
Yes. Yeah, me too.
I don't know what y'all's policy on like THC is here and stuff. He had a weed pen on him.
Okay.
I was initially
does that
charged
have
with
to
that,
do with
but
the
they
fucking-
didn't grant it for me.
69029.
Wonderful. Correct serial, everything. Okay.
5229.
The
Can you
thing
show me
put
to his
cereal.
office? He wants me to get his car keys.
All the stuff's right there. His car keys are right there.
He has a C4 energy drink in the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah, I ran out. Yo, James, I got your stuff right here. Can you pop your trunk real quick?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, could you get a laptop bag from out of my office so I can throw it in there too?
Inside, it's in the office.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna just throw this in here for now. Okay.
That's fine.
Everything's in there, even the pen. Okay. That's all there. Okay. So you have all your things. You want me to get a laptop bag for you?
Yeah.
So what I was on the phone doing was I went ahead and let my supervisor know what was going on.
I can
All right.
grab the bag. What is it?
It's a laptop bag.
laptop, gray bag,
Gray-
LBT, look like a
it
handgun bag.
yours?
Yeah. It should be on a black rack. It may be on the top shelf. Yeah.
So I filled him in on everything, right?
Oh, your supervisor.
My supervisor.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because, dude, I had to take you all around the goddamn city, and now we're back here. So I went ahead and did that for you. So he's aware of what's going on. I'm going to put my name on this business card, and I'm also going to put his name. If you got any questions, please feel free to call him, man.
There's a lot of weird shit that went on with this, basically.
Yeah.
So what happened was...
First off, okay, the THC is beside the point. That's just me, but
I believe that's legal in Virginia.
oh, but I mean, like that's a loophole that they're trying to get around. Just I don't know.
So the biggest topics in question is: was it racial profiling? Was it poor handling and misjudgment by GBRS? Was it racism by them? Was it just this one cop doing the other guy a favor? I don't think it's a lot of those things. I think it just comes down to mishandling. I'm not siding with GBRS. I have an outside perspective on this.
But it does raise a lot of questions why he'd want to slow the process down.
That's a question too. Now, I can understand the sense of urgency. Hey, look, there's an ATF registered lower. There's an NF lower already fucking registered, and now it's out there. They don't know where it is, so they freaked out. They thought this guy could be trafficking. This guy could be fucking stealing it for himself. All these kinds of things. As a business owner, when you're dealing with something as sensitive as that, the magnitude of things that go through your head is immense. And I think it was a poor judgment call. I think it happened to be a bad roll of the dice that the dude just happened to be black in this situation. I'm not siding with GBR. I'm not siding with James here. Although James was innocent, I can side with him on that. Like, I mean, there's that's undeniable proof he was innocent. He knew it. That's why he just did the process. He went through it and fucking came back. No problem. I think it's just people are too quick to judge other people. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, if they had been racially profiling him, I think obviously that'd be quick to judge other people. And I think the 2A community, and I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this, and that's fine. I think the 2A community is a lot of it's toxic, to say the least. There's a lot of toxicity in the 2A community, from every side. So, I'm going to get a lot of heat for this. I don't think it was racism. I don't think it was just. I kind of think this cop was trying to do a little bit of a favor, trying to be like RoboCop, you know?
Yeah.
Short man syndrome.
Napoleon deficit disorder.
Yeah, the Napoleon deficit disorder.
That's right. I'm smart.
I'm smart. I don't think it was racism though. I think it was poor misjudgment, and I'm not knocking, content of character for DJ and those boys. They've done a lot of shit in their own right. Should have been handled a little bit better.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
The way that we look at it as business owners, though, is for us, especially with Article 1776, we approach things now with a wiser sense of how we handle things. And a sense to where it's like, if there's an issue between us and, say, like a current subject, we do research first before we first talk about the topic, because then we just be putting our foot in our mouths, much like what BDSM fucking DJ Shipley's come out on.
Oh, GBRS, yeah. Don't jump to conclusions, man. Fucking work this shit out, and I think they should have talked to him first.
What, James?
Yeah, I think that, DJ and the boys should have come down and said, hey, man, that BCM lower that you walked out with, what happened to it?
Yeah.
I think
honest statement for the...
Yeah. Don't hey, we'll call the cops because, he's black.
Yeah.
I don't think that happened. I think it was like, hey, this is an NFA item.
Yeah.
So...
But to be fair, they did kind of chop up the police camera, so I don't know if.
That was me.
No, they. Did you see the whole entire process, like the whole entire body cam?
I looked at it earlier.
But did they include any questioning towards like James?
No, not that I know of.
So did they was it look like it was cropped out?
No, basically what it was is they got him down there and they started doing the processing thing, and then the boys at GBRS called and said, "Hey, 10 minutes after you guys left, it showed up." And then they were like, "Oh, well, stop the process. You're clear."
Yeah.
And then they drove him back to the building where he collected his belongings, and he was subsequently fired.
For what? He didn't do anything wrong.
That's that's one of the biggest issues surrounding this whole thing. So now not only do you have, hey, it looks like you're racially profiling this gentleman because he's black. Something went missing. It's a firearm. This is how people are looking at it, right? It's a firearm. It went missing. He's black. So naturally, people are thinking that they automatically just think that they're racist. The second theory that goes with that is the Asian cop is a friend of one of the owners.
Mm-hmm.
So people think that he was trying to do them a favor, trying to get a conviction, all this kind of weird stuff.
I can't do the Asian voice.
I mean, I will.
You don't get arrested.
You don't get arrested. You get locked up. Locked in the bamboo cage.
You go to jail.
You go to jail in the bamboo cage. You fucking die. So, and then him getting fired for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they called the cops on him for no reason, and then they fired him. I think that's the bigger outrage. Like, fuck. Give this man. Well, I mean, obviously his GoFundMe has done quite well.
Yeah.
He had a $10,000 goal and he's met it 5 times over. So, he's gonna buy a couple BCM lowers, and it's not gonna be from GBRS. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he did, just as kind of like a hey, fuck you. Yeah. Buy a GBRS, buy a fucking BCM lower from GBRS, just as an added fucking finger.
We can't do anything big because we're not big like that. But if we can get the dude's name and address, we'll send him a free Article 1776 T-shirt or something.
That'd be cool.
So if you guys know James's address or find any information on James where we can send him some free stuff,
just get us his social link and then we'll take care of the rest. Don't be asking people for their addresses. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Send us his social link and we'll send him a t-shirt. We'll get up with him. We'll talk to him. But you know what? People just need to treat people better. Regardless of color, man, just treat people better.
Yeah.
Like, stop being shitty.
You want to know my shitty past? I took a shit about 10 minutes ago.
I don't think anybody cares. That's like you saying that you have new gender pronouns. Nobody fucking cares.
Yeah, new gender pronouns. Well,
major threat.
You have new gender pronouns. Well, I found out that I have a wart on my ankle. Oh, I'm sorry. That I thought we were talking about shit that doesn't matter.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. So, speaking of just treating people better, have you heard the name kristinoem? Noem? Noem?
No, I've heard of it, but she's beautiful.
Noem.
You know, we gotta cop that before we get copyright stricken.
Well, no, because I said Noem away.
Okay, well, still the likeness of the song. I want to get
No, I don't think they give you for likeness. Fuck off, YouTube.
Manual reviewer, you can't do shit. It's on YouTube already. I'm trying to think of whatever excuse, but hopefully you get paid.
No, hopefully you don't get paid.
Well, I'm not trying to be an entire douchebag.
I am a douchebag.
What are your pronouns? Dick, head.
No, douche and bag. No, I tried to put major threat as pronouns on Instagram. It would not let me. It was like, we don't know those. I was like, I wouldn't think so.
Wait, hold on. Before we move on, did you hear about the lady that was convinced that her son was a cat? Because that's what he identifies as, and she tries to take him to the veterinarian to help.
Oh yeah, yeah, I heard that one.
And then he says that we can't do that because we'd have our license taken away. She was like, well, first I could sue him because that's racial discrimination or whatever. Because my son is a cat, my son identifies as a cat, and you will treat him as such. But then again, I don't want him to lose his license and be rude.
No, how do you can't identify as a fucking cat? I saw this video today
I was gonna say, if you are what you eat, then.
Anyway, so Kristinoem is the Republican governor for South Dakota, and she is speaking at the cpac convention. This was 3 days ago, February 23rd, 2024, and boy, she's spicy.
Well,
Check this out.
One question though. I have a question. Do you watch more C-SPAN other than Fox or over than Fox and CNN? Are you a C-SPAN person?
I'm not a person of any news source. I bounce around.
But who do you find more reliable between like C-SPAN, Fox, and CNN?
Okay, I'm gonna say Fox for the simple fact of this. Back when the Hunter Biden laptop first surfaced, okay, back when the Hunter Biden laptop bullshit first surfaced, everybody except Fox was like, "Oh, it's fake news. It's just Russian collusion. It doesn't exist. It's not real. It's just." People putting fake information out there, blah, 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 blah. Then I saw an interview with Jesse Waters and the gentleman who worked on Hunter Biden's computer. Okay. He had to go through the files to, clean shit out. And when he was going through the computer, it was one of 3 computers that Hunter Biden dropped off. As he was going through one of the computers that did still work, he found all these pictures of Hunter Biden doing crack cocaine with hookers, firearms, stashes of money, fucking porn videos of Hunter Biden and fucking prostitutes and hookers smoking crack and doing coke and shit. All kinds of stuff, okay? And then, slowly but surely, after about a year after that interview, all the news outlets who said that the Russian, or the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian collusion, it was a hoax, it didn't exist, it wasn't real, like the New York Times, the Washington Post, the New York Gazette, all those were finally like, yes, we knew that the Hunter Biden laptop is real, and it is real. I've seen there's a website that has the the pictures on it. They're censored, thank God, because nobody wants to see Hunter Biden's fucking noodle.
No one wanted to see his Cheerio.
Nobody wants to see his noodle and beans, or his Cheerio for that matter. His chocolate Cheerio.
I'm not gonna look at Cheerios the same ever again.
It's Hunter Biden, weighing out crack. Videos of Hunter Biden talking about how much it should be with the lady he's talking to about how much it should be. And it turned out it was all fucking real. As far as reliability, I gotta go with Fox. It's not because I'm a Trump right-wingy fucking lunatic. It's because it was like, hey, the Hunter Biden laptop is real. Fast forward a couple years. Now they're saying that the Hunter Biden laptop is real. And then, I jump around to different news outlets, and then I finally come across a link somewhere that says, hey, the Hunter Biden laptop is real. Here's the media from it. Click this link, jump through all these hoops, and then, bam, there was literally an open source PDF file, pretty much, of 900 to 1,000 pictures of just hookers and crack of both kinds.
Yeah.
Of crack. So it was real. And then they're like, ha, see, we told you it was real.
Yeah.
Another instance that why I choose them over most as far as accuracy goes, the Russian collusion thing. They spent 3.5 years investigating it, and they finally came out and said there was no Russian collusion between Donald Trump and Russia to win the presidency. Okay. Well, was there really? Well, guess who read the report? This guy. Just like I'm the guy who read the report about the fucking them trying to stop paramilitary activity, which is basically just the exact same thing that your Constitution right back there protects against. So, one state, however, that is trying to protect our Constitution, that is not Texas, by the way, South Dakota. I'll tell you why. South Dakota has some of the most lenient gun laws, but they still enforce the whole, 3-day waiting period. You got to pass a background check, make sure there's no red flags. You still got to get your tax stamp for suppressors and all that. So they follow the guidelines.
They follow
but
the
they're
suggestions.
More like suggestions. Hang the code. So and they're very 2A friendly. And I work with a lot of clients in South Dakota. And I work with a lot of military clients in South Dakota as well. The military veteran community is treated really well out there with their VA system. Rent is cheap out there. Now, I'm going to tell you some information without telling you some information about a case. I'm going to say that this person makes less than $60 an hour. Okay? At whatever job that they do. Their rent is less than $1,000.
Smart move.
Okay. What they owe left on their car is less than $10,000. And they have a fairly 2018-ish kind of car. And so minimum wage out there is a little higher. Obviously, if you have a skill job, you have the ability to make around $60 an hour out in South Dakota. Land is cheap out there. 136 acres with a compound basically on it. It's a ranch, basically. It literally is a ranch. The sign above the fucking archway on the driveway says circle blank, because I'm not going to give it away, ranch. Okay? $1.4 million. Got a fucking vault attached to a 10-car garage and workshop. Like, your boy's moving to South Dakota one day. I don't give a fuck about 19 feet of snow. I'm buying me a fucking ranch one day.
So speaking about South Dakota, South Dakota.
Speaking of South Dakota, this is their governor, kristinoem. She's speaking at the cpac speech. Listen to some of the things that she has to say about South Dakota. And I really think that a lot of other states need to pay attention.
She's absolutely gorgeous, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
We have built roads, bridges, dams, and even a railroad. Who builds railroads anymore? South Dakota does. We do. We put high-speed internet access across the entire state. We have the highest birth rate in the nation. People have hope. People are having babies, and I love it. We do not have an income tax. We have no personal property tax. And last year, we passed the largest tax cut in our state's history by lowering our sales tax to 4.2%.
Florida, with your 7% sales tax.
Now, we are one of the few states whose suicide rates and our mental health challenges are going down. And we have the lowest drop in overdoses the last couple of years as well. What does all this say? This says that our people are happier. And they're happier because they're free. Leadership matters. I'm just going to say it. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they suck.
That's true. You know, Thomas Jefferson said that if the United States falls, it'll fall from within.
Are you done with the... So in that way I can cut this off?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, so... let's look at that. No property tax. No sales tax. You know what the property tax is here?
What?
It's like 3 to 4%. It was ridiculous.
You want to know one thing about Texas?
Texas has no property tax as well.
Well, that's if it depends upon your VA rating.
That too, yes. If you are, well, no. It's not a VA rating. It's if you're just a veteran, you have no property tax. I actually have clients in Texas.
Okay.
I have military clients in Texas I've talked to. They're like, yeah, come out to Texas. Texas is great, especially if you're being a gunsmith. Texas is great for all that shit. You'll fit in just fine with Texas with your company. And I'm like, yeah, my wife is not wanting to move to Texas. However, we have talked about moving to South Dakota. So, a couple things. Yeah. No property tax, no sales tax. Their suicide rate is going down. Their overdose rate is going down. Why is it that the state can do these things without waiting for federal assistance, but federal assistance doesn't do a fucking thing? Texas, for instance, is creating its own military department. Did you hear about that?
No.
They've already started construction on a military base in Texas on an 80-acre plot. It's the Texas Department of the Military.
But what would they be called? Texas Marines or Texas Army?
Texas Rangers, I'm assuming. There's the new version of Texas Rangers.
Headed by Chuck Norris.
Oh, fucking eyes of the Ranger are upon you. That's a good show, by the way. When I was a kid, I watched Texas Ranger. Like, I'm not gonna lie, fuck everybody.
I unlocked a new core memory.
Yeah, Texas Ranger, Knight Rider, A-Team.
Yeah.
Magnum PI, Hawaii 5-0. All the old ones, not the new ones.
This is gonna sound a little bit weird of me, but my mom would have to force me to take me to her nail salon appointment with her because she was the only one watching me at the time.
You're a kid, yeah.
Dad was at work, so while she was over getting her nails done, they had a TV at the nail salon. Do you know what show I watched?
Fuck him. You were watching Pee Wee's Playhouse and you were huffing nail shit.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know? I watched Power Rangers and I watched American Gladiators.
American Gladiators was good. Here's one. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
That's a good one. But
that was a good one.
We're off topic. Sorry.
We are. Okay. So, places need to take note. You don't need federal assistance to take care of your people. You just need people in your state government who want to take care of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Land's cheap out there. Rent's cheap out there. Jobs are okay out there. I'm moving to South Dakota. Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
South Dakota seems beautiful too.
I was looking just for shits and giggles. I did tell you that unfortunately we are not able to buy this property.
Damn. But there's one of the reasons why I wanted to go to South Dakota. I've only been once. Is at the Sturgis.
Yeah. So just for shits and giggles, I looked at property in South Dakota, and the property in South Dakota is amazing. There's mountains, there's forest, there's plains. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got lakes, it's got rivers, all that good stuff. However, we're not moving to South Dakota. Unfortunately, one of these days coming, I don't know when, my surroundings may be different.
So, but I think that I wonder how Evie would fare off in South Dakota.
Well, so she's normally a popsicle anyway. Her fingers are always cold, her feet are always cold, her nose is always cold, even her butt's always cold.
I don't need to know that, but
I'm just saying, like, she would fit right in. She's a walking popsicle. You know what else you fit right into?
Anime titties.
Wow.
No, Article 1776 clothing.
Fucking anime. I can't even deal with you.
Article 1776 clothing, which you should head on over to article1776.com and get you a clothes.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Get you the clothes of freedom today. You can get.
I fucking quit.
You can use the discount codes in the description below for 10% off. And my name is Matt.
Nuts.
The link to the descriptions below to my socials are down below.
Fucked them up.
And Scottsdale, what are your socials, please? Could you please give me your socials?
You don't want my socials. I don't have any good credit. Oh.
Yeah.
Scottsdale87 on Twitch and Twitter, and Scottsdale_87 on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. And do you have a dad joke
I remembered.
today?
How do you have a party in space?
How?
You plan it.
Thank y'all
All right, everybody, have a good night.
Thank y'all so much for watching, listening. We love y'all, and freedom the fuck on.
Check us out on Spotify and Google Podcasts and YouTube. That's it. Bye.